Hi everybody, 31st of July and another day in my daily diaries of looking after my wife with Parkinson's and dementia. I'm sat out in the garden today because it's Thursday and I dropped Angie off at the day centre again this morning. I came back home and did some work on my cross trainer and my free weights that I have at home. I was going to go to the gym, but I decided to come home and do some and then have another lounge in the bath. Like I said last week, I don't get a chance to have a lounge in the bath anymore, which was a favourite of mine. Not gonna lie, I've been in the bath for an hour and 15 minutes again, just chill with the music on and just, let your mind wander. Let your mind wander and stuff. Got thinking back over the years. Some of the arguments we've had over the years. Some proper humdingers, you can imagine, can't you, when your 20s, 30s and even sort of 40s, early 40s, it's, the stresses of life and money troubles and God knows what. And, I remember I was laughing to myself at one point, I don't know how old I would have been, probably early 30s, something like that, and we had a big argument and it was one right, get out, and I'm going, and off I stormed. And I didn't go home. I actually stayed in the car all night. I went out, just went for a drive round and a couple of drinks as you do, and then I slept in the car all night. But then, that was before the times of mobile phones as well, so usually you'd sort of go home after an hour, a couple of hours, and go home and and slam the door and not speak for a few days. But this time I just stayed in car all night till the following day. I'm parked up somewhere not far from home. Angie's car come driving up the street, and she just got a quick glance at me like that and just turned the car straight at mine. Just bash. She wrote her car off. Wrote it off. Did a right lot of damage to mine. Where was you last night? Oh yeah. Mad. It's some of the things. This is where the old, when I've said before, the best scenario would be if you've ever seen that Netflix thing, Yellowstone. Well, there's a character in there called Beth. Well, I said before, that's Angie down to a T. Just to do things like that. Just see me parked up, just drove straight into my car, wrote hers off, and did a right load of damage to mine. So it's mad. But it's all that sort of stuff that you work through and you laugh about later on. And it's just part of your bonding, isn't it? Getting together and do what you do and get through what you get through. All sorts of shit and stuff. But if it's meant to be, you get through it. And it's like, I was laying in the bath and I thought, that woman. that woman knows more about me than any other person on this planet. She probably knows more about me than I do. She knows me better than I do. She's been my best mate. Not just been my wife and my woman. She's been my best mate. And then you have to sit and watch her. You have to sit and watch her just slowly disappear in front of your eyes. Oh, I weren't expecting that. Right, stop it. Last night she was. What I did do last night, because she was tired yesterday. She was tired when I got back from the shopping and whatever. She was just tired. Even the sitter said no, she's been asleep most of the time. She just felt lethargic, but tired with it. Like normally she can be lethargic and have her eyes closed with that, that rocking head thing. But she was tired. I had to feed her a tea, a proper big mash up of a tea, again a pie, veg and mash, because she had no dinner. So I give her that earlier. I give it to her about 5:15. It was just after the sister had gone. It was nearly ready. So I fed her. So she'd done for 6:15. I did a few bits, jobs and washing my pots and tidying up and whatever they were doing. Got some fruit cut up ready for some my meals during the week. And they got her pyjamas and in the front room ready for the telly, put down for her watching a Emmerdale and a Corrie. But she wasn't. She sat on the toilet for ages again without doing anything. Well, she said, I want to go to the toilet. Put her on the toilet, but she didn't do anything. And sat her down for her Emmerdale come on. But she was just asleep, she was sleeping properly, eyes were shut because she was asleep. And then about 9 o'clock-ish, I give her that piece of cake, that walnut and coffee walnut cake, bloody big piece. We both had a piece. Not so much for me trying to lose a few pound again, but it is nice. It's a nice bit of cake. I'm not having any more tonight though. No, I'm not. He says, hopefully. But she was just asleep. I tried to get her to bed early, no, but then she's actually half snoring as best she can. So when she did get to bed, oh, that's right, she started her hair twizzling thing, and arms were going, and legs going. And she has one of them, it's to replace the old-fashioned bubble wrap stuff that you have. Well, there's kids things now, and you just pop them in and turn it over and pop them again the other way. And she has one of them. So I got hold of that, and I said, you just stop, leave your hair and just have a go with that. And she did. She stopped messing with her hair, and she stopped fidgeting and rolling, and just lay there, pop, 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 turn it over, pop, pop, pop with both hands and a thumb. So it worked a little bit because they had the ice pack on her. And then she went to sleep, and she was asleep properly. She dropped it and she'd gone. So I left her for half an hour. Right, Angie, come on. Woke her up. I said, let's get you to bed. Got her in bed, and she was doing a bit of rolling, so I got her down and watched her on my camera. Did a bit. She weren't too bad, and then she went to sleep. Then I got to bed, about 12ish, something like that. But then at 2:10, right, rode a racket. And legs started going and everything. She was really giving it what for. So I got out of bed, tried to calm her down. She wet through with her sweat again. So I had to sit her on a bit, change her, take a night t-shirt off, put a clean one on. Luckily the blanket, the sheet didn't need to, because I had some bed mats down what she would lay on, so that had soaked it up. Got her back in bed, and I got back in bed 20 minutes, half an hour, she's still going. So I went and got that popper thing. Here, Angie, have a go with this, and again calmed her down. Pop, pop, pop. So I'm laying in bed and all you can hear is pop, 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 pop for ages. And I thought, I don't know which is worse. It's this sort of rolling. Anyway, it slowed down, and then she nodded off. So I thought, oh, that's good. So I know that's going to work, or hopefully going to start working. The only problem was, I think it was 20 to 5. I was woken up with pop, 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 pop. Where she's mauling about again with this thing, because obviously she'd had it in bed with her. So I can handle that. That's better than the rolling, because obviously she's doing that. It's taking her mind off the other, and she's not getting all hot and all hot and sweaty. So yeah, and then I got up, and then I got her up at 8 o'clock, give her the tablets, and got her washed, made her some toast, but she didn't eat them. She'd gone. Her eyes were gone. She was sleeping, really sleepy. So she didn't even have a brew. She had a drink of water with her tablets, and then I give her small water. Sat at the table, and then I got her off. Got to the day centre and dropped her off there, and they put her in a big comfy armchair. She said, I said, she's asleep. She said, I'll give her an hour or so and see what happens. So she made her a brew, he said I'll keep checking if she wants the brew or not. So, and then I left her, and then like I said, then I came home and did my exercise here. So I've got some washing out now. That should be dry actually. I've had it out for a few hours. I'll take it in now, and then I think I'm just going to go into Cleveland's and get I'll sit in one at Cappers and get myself a cappuccino and a chill. I've got to nip into Boots or something or other. Yeah, so yeah, enjoying my day off again, and then tomorrow we've got the OT people coming and to show me how them bloody contraption things work. So I'm not, you know, fingers crossed that works. So I don't think I'll be using them. I might be writing them off before I should, but it's just big and clumsy. So right, okay, that's me done for today. I'll do another one tomorrow. So again, as per usual, please press your like button, follow me, share these videos with everybody you can, and let's get it out there. Yeah, so I'll do another one tomorrow. So as per usual, you take care now. Bye.